What's up with you, girl?
My bad.
What it do, girl? What's up with you, girl?
Hey, cutie patooties with the big old booties. Welcome back to my channel. I have not freaking vlogged or recorded in like a whole month. But as you can see above and below, this is a story time video about me getting a breast reduction. Yes, I got a breast reduction finally after freaking wanting/needing one for years. I finally went through with it, and honestly, I feel amazing. Like, my boobs look amazing. I would highly recommend it to any and everybody that want or need one. Like, do it. You will not regret it at all. Like, this has been one of the best decisions I have ever made, and yes, like I said, I will recommend it. I don't regret it. Yes, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling way more confident than before. Like, yes, y'all, yes. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna try to remember like all the dates off the top of my head, and like remember my doctors and my surgeons and stuff like that. Like, I got it all in my phone and stuff like that, but I don't feel like looking through it. So I got a pretty decent memory sometimes when I want to have one, but I'm gonna try, like I said, I'm gonna try to remember it off the top of my head. I'm gonna try to make this a short video because I'm gonna try to follow up with a breast reduction Q&A video after this if you all have any questions. So how it all started, like, of course, I was having like back pains. I was wearing 2 bras at a time, like all the time. Like, that's just how I felt like comfortable, and that's what I felt as though worked for me. So yeah, I was wearing 2 bras at a time. I would wear a regular bra, and then I would wear a sports bra just to like make sure everything was secure. So I was a double D. Meanwhile, I'm only 5'5", and I weighed 140, but now I'm like 136, 137, something like that. But just so freaking big for my frame. Like, I'm not going to say I'm small, but I'm not thick either. Like, I guess you could say I'm average. I don't know. But yes, I just felt as though they were too big. They were causing me back problems. Like, I would get these random spasms and like sharp pains any and everywhere, like mostly in my chest though. And like, I would try to like take a deep breath in and exhale, and like every time I take a deep breath, it would hurt more. Like, the pain would hit worse. It was causing me like headaches too. But now, since I got the reduction, the back pain, my back haven't been hurting since I got the reduction. Like, I am so grateful that like I was fortunate enough to go through this process and everything. I went for my physical at like the end of January. I want to say January 29th of this year. I went for my physical with my doctor. I got a totally new doctor because the first doctor I had, she basically did not remember me at all. Didn't remember anything on my charts, and my charts were right there in front of her. Like, sis, what? So yes, I went and I got a totally new, different doctor, and I freaking love this lady. Like, she listened to me. Like, she didn't only hear me, but she listened to me and actually asked me what was going on, what I felt as though needed to be done, and she told me what she felt as though needed to be done. She gave me the tips, the tricks, all of that good stuff. Like, I love my new doctor. So I went to her and got my physical on the 29th, and I told her about like the pains I've been having and stuff. She asked me what did I want to have done, like did I want to go to a chiropractor or did I want to get a reduction or what. So I was like, I would prefer getting the breast reduction done because it's going to take away the pain permanently. With a chiropractor, you're going to have to keep going back over and over and over and over again. So I was like, I would rather get a breast reduction. And she was like, okay. And then she referred me to my plastic surgeon. She gave me a referral so I can go get a consultation to my plastic surgeon. So I went to get the consultation. My consultation was scheduled. It was scheduled, I think, a week before Valentine's Day. And then my surgeon had ended up having an emergency surgery that she had to go do or something like that. So it had to get pushed forward into the day after Valentine's Day, which is February 15th. So I went for my physical January 29th, and then I went for my consultation February 15th. And then from then on, at my consultation, she was like, I was the perfect candidate for a breast reduction, as well as she took my measurements. What else did she do? She asked me the same thing my primary doctor asked me, like what was going on and what pains have I been experiencing and all that other stuff. One thing I did not experience was like the indents in my shoulders. Thank God I didn't experience that. Nor did I experience like the lumps, like the hump in my back and stuff. But I did experience, I have like a slight form of scoliosis. Like my back is like 7 degrees off. And I felt as though that played the role in my back pains as well. So yes, my plastic surgeon was like, I'm a great candidate. So after I was done at the consultation, she was like, she was going to forward my stuff over to my insurance. Yes, I did go through my insurance. Aetna, I love you. Mom, I love you too, because sis, thanks for paying our insurance bill every month so this could happen. Okay, sis, thank you. So I went through Aetna. That's the insurance that I have, dental and medical, or whatever the case may be. And so the insurance covered everything. Like I didn't have to come out of pocket for anything except my copay. My copay for the consultation was $30, and then when I went to get my surgery done, the copay was $150. So I was still grateful. That may seem like a lot of money, but $150 compared to thousands of dollars for the surgery is nothing. And I gladly paid that $150 and did not budge with giving it up, like at all, sis. So that's all I had to pay. Like I didn't have to pay for anything. I didn't have to pay for surgical bras or anything. And I've like heard stories on YouTube, and I looked up, like I've done my research on online and stuff like that, and like people have had to pay for like their surgical bras that was like $60 and all that other stuff. I'm not about to pay no $60 for no negative. No. So luckily, like I said, I didn't have to pay for anything except my co-payments for both things. So I was grateful about that. So after my consultation, she said it'll take, my plastic surgeon said it would take about 4 to 6 weeks for me to hear back from my insurance, like for them to send me a letter, let me know if I was approved or denied. And so I was waiting for my stuff to come in the mail. I was just praying to God that like everything went well, everything went as planned. I was praying that I got approved, and Lord and behold, on March 2nd, I was approved. Like the letter said March 2nd, but I don't think it came to my house until my birthday, which was March 9th. So when I tell y'all that was the best birthday gift ever, like besides like turning up with my friends and my sisters and all that other stuff, like that was the best birthday gift ever. I damn near almost cried because like it was finally coming true. Like, oh my God, like this is really about to happen. Like, oh my God. So I got approved. When I got my approval letter, I had to call my plastic surgeon's office in order to schedule my surgery. So going back, I went and got my physical January 29th. I went to the consultation on February 15th, and I got approved on March 2nd. March 2nd, March 9th, somewhere between those dates. That's when I had got approved. So, like I said, I called my plastic surgeon office and I had to schedule my surgery, and it was scheduled for March 29th at 10:45 in the morning. Yeah, I think it was at 10:45 in the morning, at 10 something like that, 10 something in the morning. And of course, I had to get there 2 hours before, so I had to be there at 8:45. that morning, and I got it done at Georgetown University Hospital. They were so great, like they were so amazing. Like, of course it was early in the morning, so when I got there I was like super duper tired. Wait, rewind, go back. Blah, 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 blah. So in the midst of me like scheduling my appointments and stuff like that, they sent over what I had to do before surgery, what I had to do after surgery, and stuff like that. So in the midst of me like waiting to get my surgery done, of course like my anxiety is kicking in. Like I'm nervous and excited all in one, because like of course I haven't ever had surgery before, and I was excited, like I said before, because like this was finally happening, sis. Like, oh my God, I waited how long for this? Like, oh my God. So yeah, that's when, like the day before surgery, the night before surgery, I couldn't eat after 12 o'clock, and I had to take an antibacterial shower. So I just used like the Dow soap bar, and I used that. And then the next morning when I woke up, I took another antibacterial shower too. I just wanted to be extra cautious, extra clean. Like I wanted to follow everything down to a T. So like I said, I took another antibacterial shower that morning. I couldn't put on any deodorant, I couldn't put on any lotion, any face cream, any lip balm, nothing. Like I was just like, oh my God, my body feels so freaking dry. Like what the heck? So the morning of my surgery, my grandmother took me. So like I said, we got there at 8:45, and I checked in, I paid my copay and stuff like that. And then as soon as I checked in, probably about 5, 6, or 7 minutes later, that's when they had called me back, and they showed me what room I had to like change in and like get my blood drawn again and all that other stuff. Like I had to take a urine sample, and I had to do like, it was just like prepping me for surgery and stuff like that. So that's why they told me to come 2 hours before, of course, so they could prep me, blah, blah, blah. So I got my blood drawn. They gave me some warm blankets and a pillow and all that other stuff. And then my surgeon came in and like did my markings and stuff. Like I should have recorded, I would have recorded, but y'all, it was so early in the morning and I was so freaking tired. Like I was so tired because like I said, the night before I wasn't able to like really sleep how I wanted to sleep, because like, you know how like when you was a kid and you knew it was Christmas the next day, so you couldn't go to sleep. That's basically how I was. So I didn't go to sleep till probably like 3 that morning or something like that, and I had to be up like around 7 in order to get out to Georgetown by 8:45. So after that, my surgeon, like I said, my surgeon came in, did my markings, and she was like, my anesthesiologist will be in soon. And I was like, okay. So this when I knew this was the real deal, Holyfield, like for real. So the residents and the all the nurses came in and stuff like that. Like everyone that was going to be in the procedure room, they came in, they introduced themselves to me and everything. And like I said, they were so nice and they were so gracious and so generous. Like they just made sure like I was okay down to the T. They made sure my grandmother was okay down to the T. Like they were so nice. So my anesthesiologist came in and he put whatever stuff in my arm, I don't know, and he was like are you starting to feel sleepy yet? And I'm just like, no, not really. Like I've been tired, but no, I'm not sleepy. So I do have a high tolerance to medicine. I did let them know that, so they probably have to give me like double the dose. Just kidding, not double the dose, but they probably have to give me more than like what's recommended for the normal person or for the average person or whatever. So so he pushed a little bit more in. I started feeling like a little woozy. Then they wheeled me out in the hall, wheeled me into the operating room, and like I didn't see all the utensils and stuff. Not utensils. Oh, what the heck? What? I didn't see all the surgical tools that they were going to use, but I did see like the same faces that had came in my room before. And I seen the bed that I was gonna lay on. They had me they had me get up and move to the surgical bed that I was going to lay on. And then I had to like spread my arms out like this in order for them to like tie it down and stuff like that. And I remember I kept crossing my feet, like I kept crossing my ankles, and they kept like spreading them apart, and they was like, no, don't cross your legs. And they put like I guess it was like a heating monitor, a heart monitor, heating monitor, I don't know. They wrapped something around my legs, I guess, to like keep the blood circulating through my legs so I wouldn't get any blood clots and stuff like that. So every time like they put one on one leg, I crossed my legs again. Then they took them apart. They put it on the other leg. I crossed my legs again. They took it apart. So after they was like, please don't cross your legs, I don't remember what happened. Like I was waking up for real. Like it was like literally I blinked my eyes and they were done. Like literally, that's all I remember. I don't remember them like pushing the anesthesia in my arm. Like I don't remember feeling it or anything, but yeah, I was knocked, like for real. So when I woke up, I remember I was in the recovery room, and as soon as I woke up, my throat was just like so sore, and I'm just like like trying to get myself together, like if I'm about to give a speech or something. And when I woke up, it was just like burning under here, like really, really bad, but it was tolerable for me. And so it was a guy, I guess he was like my recovery nurse or something. And when he seen I was waking up, he was like, how are you feeling? And I was like, it just burns under here so bad. And so I guess he must have gave me like more anesthesia or something. And I was knocked back out. Like, I don't know how long I was asleep, but it had to be for like another hour, because to me, it felt like I literally closed my eyes and opened them. I felt like I blinked, but I'm quite sure it was longer than a blink, longer than a second. So when I woke back up again, I was like, it was still burning a little bit and my throat was hurting, and my lips again were still freaking chapped. Like when I woke up, I was just like, can I get some chapstick? Like my lips are so dry. And he was like, yeah, we'll get you some. How are you feeling? I'm like, it still burns a little bit. So I guess he must have given me some more anesthesia, and I was knocked right back out again. So the third time is when I finally woke up for sure. Like that's when I woke up. My grandmother was in the room. I seen her and stuff like that. Like it wasn't burning under here anymore. Like my throat was still hurting because of the breathing tube, I assume. And again, I still didn't have any chapstick. So the nurse, I guess my recovery nurse, was just like, okay, we'll get you some, this and that. So another nurse came in, and she was like, how are you feeling, Katrina? This and that. And I was like, I feel fine. I just need some chapstick. And she was like, okay, we'll get you some chapstick. Are you hungry? Are you thirsty? I'm just like, no, I just want some chapstick because my lips are dry. And so then she was like, okay, well, you got to eat something and drink something so we know we can release you, and we know that you're keeping the food and the liquid down. And I was like, okay, just give me some graham crackers and cranberry juice. And she was like, okay, I'll be right back. And I was like, and some chapstick, please. She was like, okay, I'll be right back. So I closed my eyes a little bit again. It was probably like a few minutes that had went past, and she came back in, and she had like my original nurse, my first nurse. I want to say her name was Rebecca. I do not know. It was something with the R, I think. I do not know. But she was the bomb. She was the best. She was so sweet, so nice. Like, she was amazing. So she came in with my stuff, like my clothes and stuff like that. And then that's when the other lady nurse had came in with the graham crackers and cranberry juice, and she came in with my chapstick, y'all. I freaking felt like Jay-Z out there. Like it was the little tube chapstick, so I went around my lips a good 20 times, y'all. Like, oh my god, I was so relieved to finally put some chapstick on my lip, y'all. It made no sense. So that's when I had a few minutes after that, when they brought my stuff back and they had left out the room, like I started getting dressed and stuff like that. Like I felt fine. Like other than the anesthesia, like of course making me sleepy and stuff like that, I felt fine. Like, I was able to put my own clothes on. I was able to put on my own shoes. Of course, I wore like some loose sweatpants from Victoria's Secret, blah, whatever. I put on my Uggs, and I had on a black little zip up hoodie and stuff like that, because they don't want you to like lift your arms up and stuff. But I felt fine. So after I put my clothes on, like, they seen that I was keeping my food down, I was keeping the juice down and stuff like that. I was ready to go. I got my release papers. My grandmother went and got the car, and we was out of there, like out of there. So I was coherent enough. Like, of course, I was still like, the anesthesia was still in my body. I was coherent enough to like get us home in the passenger seat, like using GPS and stuff like that, like to help my grandmother get us home and like avoid traffic and stuff, because we didn't leave till like 5 o'clock, and that was like the middle of rush hour. So yeah, I was coherent enough to use the GPS and get us home, like got us home and stuff like that. And so when I got home, when I say I have never took off my clothes so fast, and I'm thinking I'm gonna be like real sluggish, it's gonna be hard for me to take my clothes off. I unzipping that hoodie so fast, I slid my pants down so fast, took my Uggs off so fast, like, you would have thought I was freaking a superhero changing into my super suit. Like, for real. I was able to hang my own jacket up. And I was, at first when I was hanging my jacket up, I was so nervous, because I'm like, I'm not supposed to be reaching. I know it's going to hurt. So I was so scared. But it did not hurt at all. Like, it was literally no pain. Like, no sharp pain, no tension, nothing. I hung my jacket up and I jumped in my bed so fast. And my grandmother, like, she went to go fill my prescription. So they gave me hydrocodone, which is like a stronger dose of Tylenol. They gave me antibiotics, and they gave me some nausea medicine. So I didn't feel nauseous at all, so I didn't take the nausea medicine. I also had bought like some regular plain Tylenol from Walmart like a few days before that, and I bought me a neck pillow, and I also bought me a like little back pillow that's right here. So yeah, I bought all that stuff beforehand. So, and I set my bed up how I wanted to lay before I had even left out that morning. So when I got home, I could just get in bed and just relax and go back to sleep. So like I said, when I got home, I took everything off so fast. My grandmother went and got my prescriptions and stuff like that. I was knocked for the rest of the day. Like I said, we got home like around 5:30ish, something like that. I didn't wake up until like 10:30 that night. Like, everybody was blowing my phone up, like, I hope you have a safe surgery, I hope you're okay, like, hit my phone, da 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 da, blah blah blah. And like, I'm so appreciative of everybody that like checked on me. Well, everybody that knew about it and that checked on me. Like, I thank y'all so much, because like, if y'all was praying for me, it definitely worked. I know I was praying for myself. I prayed that night, that morning, and I prayed just before I went to surgery. Everything was gonna be fine. I spoke it into existence. So when I woke up, I finally responded. Like, the pain, it was like none, slim to none at all. Like, it was enough for me to take like one, I think it's 300 milligram, 300 milligram Tylenol, like the regular Tylenol from Walmart. Like, I didn't have to take the hydrocodone Tylenol that was prescribed. I didn't take that. I didn't have to take the nausea medicine. And then the freaking antibiotics wasn't going to be ready until Monday. Here it is, Thursday, when I had my surgery. The antibiotics wasn't going to be ready until Monday. So I'm just like, oh my God, like, what? So I'm just like, this is not gonna work for me. I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't know if to go get it filled at another place. Like, I didn't know if I could do that. So I just like toughed it out. So when it was ready on Monday, that's when my grandmother had went back up there and she got it for me. And yeah, I was good. Like, I took it a few days after that, like, just to make sure like it was in my system and it was clearing everything out and stuff like that. So yeah, I was good after that. As far as like the procedure, the cut that I got was an anchor cut. So they go like around the nipple area, then they go down, and then they bring it under the boob. So that's the incision that I got, whatever you want to call it. That is the incision that I got, and I did have drains, and each day I was producing like less than 25 cc's of blood, which is amazing. So like, to be honest, like I could have went without the drains, like my body could have went without the drains, but still, as a precaution, that's how my surgeon does it. So I was like, okay, like that's cool with me. If you're gonna be cautious about it, I am too. So yeah, then my follow-up appointment, being as though it was Easter weekend, my follow-up appointment was just a second, I'm looking at my calendar. It was April 30th. It was April 3rd at 9:30 in the morning. And that's when I went and got the drains taken out. Like before that, like the days of me recovering, it was like the only thing I was starting to like not necessarily hurt but feel uncomfortable were the drains, because as the swelling was going down, I was starting to like feel the drains at the bottom of my boob. So that was like the only part that was uncomfortable, for real. So like I said, my appointment was April 3rd at 9:30. And when I went, that's when she took my drains out, and she was like, I'm doing good, like I'm healing fine and everything like that. When she took the drains out, it was like it kind of gave me the chills a little bit, but it did not hurt at all. Like the drains were really flexible, like it was kind of like plastic type material, so they were extremely flexible. So when she pulled them out, like it didn't hurt at all. It just like I said, when the swelling went down, I was able to feel them. So when she pulled it out, I like felt when it was coming out. So like I said, it didn't hurt at all. She gave me, like, she put the skin glue on my incisions, and I still had tape around my my areola and my nipples. I was finally able to freaking shower. Like, oh my god, it had been freaking 5 days, y'all. Like 5 days. Like I was taking bird baths and stuff, like making sure I was getting the important areas and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, but it's nothing like taking that freaking shower after surgery. Like I had so much like I don't know what's the stuff called, like that they put on you before they make the incision and stuff, but it's like this orange stuff that they rub on you. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, I had all of that stuff was on me. It was dried up, of course. I still had like some incision marks that was dried up on me, like the permanent marker. I still had that was dried up on me. And of course, like I had some like dried up blood and stuff like that they probably didn't get. Well, not probably, that they definitely didn't like wipe up when they were finished and stuff like that. So to take that shower, y'all, it was amazing. Like, but I was so scared to like get in that water. I was so freaking terrified to freaking get in the water, like facing the water. Like I could do it, of course I could do it on my back. I don't have boobs on my back, but like I didn't know if it was gonna hurt. I didn't know if it was gonna burn or what. It was nothing. I finally got the balls, like, and just walked in the water and was like, okay, I can do this. Like, it's not bad at all. So it was perfectly fine. Like, it didn't burn or anything. Like the tape around my nipples, my areola, like that did start coming off because of the water and stuff like that. It didn't hurt to come off anything. Like, you know how sometimes tape can get stuck to your skin. That didn't hurt at all when it was coming off. And like I was real cautious about like going around my incisions and stuff like that, like going around my boobs and stuff, like with my loofah and my wash rag and stuff. Like I was so cautious because I'm like, I don't know if that's gonna hurt. I don't know if I'm gonna lift too hard and like lift too high and then it hurt. This and that. Like sometimes if I would lift my arm the wrong way, I would feel the tension a little bit, but not all the time. My second post-op appointment was exactly a week after the first one, which was the 3rd, and so my second post-op was April 10th at 9:45. And so I went back. She just checked me to see like how I was doing and stuff like that. Like, she was like, I'm healing great, and I am like forever grateful. Like, I couldn't stop thanking her enough. So yes, I'm very satisfied. I don't know what size I am because like I've just been wearing sports bras. Like, I don't think I'll like ever wear a bra with wire ever again, to be honest. Like, yeah, so like I said, I don't know what size I am. Like, a lot of people say it will take like a full year for like your boobs to set in and stuff like that. I feel like mine are like settling in and setting in just fine, and like dropping just fine to where like they look natural. Like, it don't look like I got boob implants no more. So I feel like that's fine and stuff like that. But other than that, like, I am so satisfied. Like I said, I don't know what size I am. I'm really not tripping off what size I am. I'm just grateful that the double D's are gone. Like, for real, y'all, for real. And like I said, I would recommend it to any and everybody that want one, that need one, that's scared to get one. It's not painful at all. I don't know if I'm saying it because I have a high tolerance of pain, but it is not as painful as I thought it was going to be. Like, it's just discomfort. That's what it is. It's a lot of discomfort, and you can't sleep on your side, or you can't sleep on your stomach. And that was one of the hardest things for me, because like, I am not an advocate of sleeping on my back. For some reason, every time I sleep on my back, I have nightmares. So I'm just like a side or stomach type chick. That's just me. But I feel like I'm forgetting something. I can't remember, but if I am, it'll be in the next video, which will be the Q&A video. So yes, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.